Hey y'all. Y'all give me 1 second. I gotta go live on Instagram. All right, so I'm live on Instagram as well. Hey Instagram. Okay, let me make sure that's tight. That's tight. Okay. All right, y'all. So let me go ahead and do my intro. How are y'all doing? Thank y'all for coming back and listening to me. Let me go over here and get into the let me get into the situation because we got one. Okay. Were y'all over at Lemon's channel? He did like a talent show tonight. We'll get into this. Battle of the Best. Queen Tulsa hosts the Lemons Protected Class talent show. And the reason why I said the protected class, baby, because it was given protected class. Okay. And it's no shade. What happens when talent meets chaos? Dive into the madness of the annual Lemons Talent Show, where the only rule is there are no rules. With no DJ to set the mood and performances that were anything but ordinary, the night spiraled into hilarity as drunken talents entertained or bewildered the crowd. Find out how Lovely Love decided to spice up things with drinks. And don't miss our special guest, Queen Tulsa herself, delivering her fabulous and honest critiques. Join us for laughs, cringes, and unforgettable moments, and an event that defines talent shows. All right, y'all. So let's get right on into it. Shout out to Brooklyn Baby. Um, Hood, Brooklyn Hood from New York says, Happy weekend, Queen. Happy weekend. Heavy Bear says, Tree Dog was awful. Well, that's who we're starting off with because she was number one. And while I was thinking about her whole performance, I was like, wasn't this lady just on the live on Friday? Like she was on the live on Friday and they made it this whole big deal. Oh, we need to push it back because of Tracy, because of Tracy, because of Tracy. And Tracy delivered a womp womp. I mean, it was nothing entertaining about her performance. And she started off with trying to get sympathy from the audience. Well, you probably want to say, well, how did she do that? Well, let me tell you. This woman was like, I've been missing my mother. And I'm going to sing a song to her, and she's going to sing a song to me. Okay, and so she got the mic. She got the mic in her hand. She's singing her song, but we couldn't hear her. Like the music was so up here, and I believe she did that on purpose. She cut that volume way up high, and then she just started singing. Hold on, y'all. Where's my microphone? Where's my microphone? Shut. Let me see where the microphone at. Y'all, when I tell y'all she had that damn microphone in her hand and thought she was really chewing it. Mama had that microphone in her hand, and this is what she did. She was like she was like moaning the words as the song was going because you know what I'm saying we couldn't hear her. So she and trying to put the microphone right there so we can see it. Okay, we see the microphone, but where's the talent? Where are the vocals? Where are the vocals, sister? We saw you had the microphone, but where were the vocals? Baby, it did not even stop there. Miss Sting, she was offbeat, and like I said, her music was louder than her. And they were throwing tomatoes at her. And child, I don't know why she did this, but girl, she had got she got these butterfly wings, baby, and she started doing this little dance. Honey, she was. I mean, and this how it was because you couldn't see her head. You couldn't see her head. This the only thing you could see, just just flapping. She just over there, just I mean, girl, it was a lot. She was just over there, just in her own little world, girl. Just over there, just got her little. I mean, just doing the most, girl. I like, and then she was over there trying to twerk it up a little bit, girl. She ain't got no butt all pushed in. She over there. I mean, she looked like she was high. It looked like she was giving damn Eli. She was giving Eli. Didn't they say Eli was wigging out and stuff over there at Lemon's house? Honey, they said, no, ma'am. They was not feeling her. She had that mic, she had a bad wig, she had the clouds in the background, and she was like, okay, one more song. People was like, another song. They was like, no, 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 no. And some people need to get the hint. You know you can't damn sing. You know you can't sing. Like, girl, you know you can't sing. Why are you over here playing with people like that? But people believe that they can really sing. All right, so let's get into this. So the second part, she couldn't get her music right, y'all. She couldn't get the music right, girl. They said that everybody had 7 minutes. So if y'all mad because the show lasted 4 hours, y'all gotta blame Tracy. It took her about 30 minutes to come on the camera. And I don't know why y'all get on these, come and join these lives and act like, oh, you can hear me? I ain't got no other window open. What I do? Why y'all acting like it's your first time on StreamYard? Y'all know what this gives. You've been on StreamYard before. Like, girl, that pissed me off. So, Tracy was tweaking and she was getting combative. She was getting argumentative. I mean, she was just a sweaty mess. But girl, that's what you get because you wanted to make this special. You wanted to make it all about you. Because remember, they set the date to what Tracy wanted. Tracy wanted June 14th. I don't know what was special about June 14th. But yeah, she wanted June 14th. Um, and then so she gets her phone for her second song because she's like, y'all can't hear it. I don't know what's going on. It's this song, like she was just all over the place. I just didn't understand. You knew you was coming to a talent show. You knew that you were gonna do two songs. Why wouldn't you have them queued up already? You get what I'm saying here? Like it's just some things just don't make sense to me. Um, so I do gotta give it up to Ghetto intellect. We may not always agree on things, but he laughed in her face. And I feel like if I was there, I would have laughed at her face too. Like, girl, come on. Like, really? Like, girl, you really thought you were serving it up over there. We're going to get right on past her. So, y'all, why did Wiley show up off his meds? Baby, Wiley showed up off his meds and he wanted to talk about pooping on Rico's dingling. And I'm just like, when has it ever been sexy for you to just for people somebody just come on here and just talk about, oh my God, when we had this encounter, you know, I wasn't clean, I wasn't this, I wasn't that, and then he just it was nasty, it was disgusting. Um, I just felt like Wiley is homeless right now and he's staying in the shelter and he could have used that money. And I just kind of felt like, dude, like what is really wrong with you? How do you expect for people to take you serious when you don't even take yourself serious? And we don't like, girl, that is given a lost cause. Okay, so oh, and Wiley also mentioned that before he went to jail, he was praising Trump. Oh, I want Donald Trump and this, that, and the third. Then he tried to lead off, make that like he tried to make that a punchline to his joke, and it just didn't it didn't land. Um, Wiley was definitely disqualified, and Rick Reed, he ended up reading him, told him that he was a psychopath and that he had needed to go and take his medicine. But Wiley, um, I wasn't feeling it, sweetheart. All right, so Honest Row, once again, it just seems like these people are just lost in space. Honest Row started doing his dance, and this was a dance for the fathers. So he said, "Happy Father's Day," before he got into his dance. So fathers, Honest Row gave you a nice little 1 2 1 2. Okay. Let's see. Um, yeah, and then he started out with his rap, and then he was like, "Where's the lemon next?" And he was all off beat. It was definitely given. These people had like a pregame before they had come to the show. It was given that Red Roll was given like he had Tourette's or something. Like I wasn't understanding his situation. But Mika said that he wasn't confident. Let's get into it. All right, let me read some of these comments right quick and then we can get right back into it. You said it started late, too long, too many window lickers. You said Tree Dog is trying to get sympathy coins. Yes, I could tell. She can't sing. Absolutely. She threatening to leave the beef sector. Bye. Tree Dog is smaller than version of Uppity. The pieces lied and told her she was good. Oh my God, why did they lie to her like that? He did a lot of accommodate. Oh my God. But you know what? All for her to fall flat on her face. And I mean, she did it to herself. Now there was a young lady named Mickey. She had come up, she had sang her praise song. And you know what? One thing I love, it was the sisters that come up and just sang that gospel. I mean, I had chills over my body. It was like, you know what? That was a moment. And it was like the Miss Lady was sitting down in her chair and she was blowing. When I say she was blowing, honey, she was blowing. And it touched me to my heart. So I can truly say that she was in so the people that were performing, so she would have been one of the top contenders uh, out of Wiley Rowe. Mickey would have definitely been one of my top picks. Now Rick Reed, I didn't understand him. Like I said, it was given. This was the protected class. He was up there talking about he wanted to hit her in the head with a skillet. Like, when I heard him, I'm like, why would you say that to this woman? And y'all know what a cast iron skillet looks like. Do y'all know how heavy that is? Rick Reed said that he wanted to smack Mickey in the head with that pan, with the skillet. Um, it was weird. It was weird. I didn't understand why he said that. Um, Hey, Shakim. How are you doing? Good to see you. All right, so let's get on to the Goat Man. Is his name Goat Man? Let me see what's his name. Yeah, Goat Smoke. So Goat Smoke, he comes up, he performs in his chair, or it looked like he was in a lazy boy chair. But I think he did like a poem and then he did like a rap or something like that. It was all right. I mean, it was all right. So y'all guess who comes up? So Jay Wilson comes up, and oh my goodness, he was up there. He was excited. I mean, He was in a dark room. Um, I was expecting him to have like his phone propped up, him standing back. I mean, even if he would have put on a choir robe, I think he would have, if he would have jammed it up and got up into that song, I think he would have placed. But he was yelling and screaming. I think Jay Wilson should have gotten him a cup of hot tea with some honey and some lemon in it because it was given, I don't know, it was given he was him and his husband was tearing it up, I mean the way that he was expressing himself, it just sounded like he was making sexual noises to me. Rick Reed told him that it was the side music. He said, that was side music, minus the S. I agree. Work on those vocal cords, sir. So Regina comes. Oh my goodness. Do y'all know who Miss Regina is? Well, allegedly, Miss Regina is a 70-year-old woman, and she decided to come on, and her talent was going to be ASMR. Y'all, I'm thinking that this woman is going to be like, you know how they do the. I'm gonna read you a book. No, this woman did nothing. She made no little noises. She said, "This is going to be quiet. This is ASMR." ASMR. She said, "I'm about to go and crawl through this chair without moving it." Miss Regina got called out by Rick Reed. He said, "This is not the Special Olympics." He said, "You're on that weird stuff. It was strange and it was weird." Moving right along. So Rico Reports comes up. And as I stated earlier, Wiley, when he had come up, he was saying all this disgusting and filthy things about Rico. He's like, "Yeah, he did me and I pooped all over him." And so Rico comes back up and he responds to Wiley pooping on him. And he tried to get like this little rap off the ground. Like, I wasn't feeling it. I didn't know what he was doing. I don't even think he knew what he was doing. Sound like he had a few beverages, adult beverages. Um, Words were a little slurred, but he was trying to act like, he was sober. But I could read in between the lines. Then we had Melanie and her husband Bobby. Okay. Um, so their talent was art. And what I didn't like was Bobby's disability had come up, and it seemed like they were making fun of him for being an amputee. They was like, "Oh, he got one leg or one arm." It's like, does it matter if he had one damn eye? He in a competition, he trying to win this money, and this man has talent. When I tell you he had talent, he drew the Taylor Port bottle. He drew the lemon, that little situation right there. Um, and yeah, um, so they call him an amputee, and I kind of felt like they did him wrong. And Bobby, drew the picture for lemon, and I did get to see the finished work, and it is amazing. The man has talent, and I think you all should check it out as well. All right, you said Royal Royal. Thank you. Okay, so Uncle Clyde ended up coming up, and you know what? No shade to Uncle Clyde, but Uncle Clyde, It just seems like Uncle Clyde wants to fuck somebody through the screen. Because he every song that he sings, he'll get like a song that's like real intimate, and he's like, come inside of you. And I come inside of you. And I'm like, oh my God, why am I looking at Uncle saying that he wanna come up inside of me? You know what I'm saying? Like it was, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it was me. Maybe it was me. But Uncle Clyde, good job. Lovely Love. So let's get into Lovely Love. I want to say Lovely Love is a hoot. Okay. Lovely Love is a damn good time. And Lovely Love was just, she was in her drinking mode tonight. And it seemed like she had a few drinks because they left her behind stage for maybe about an hour. So she was frustrated, of course. So, she's making her drinks. And then she also made mention, she waited so long and she had a few drinks behind the stage. And Brenda was hating on her. Okay, so I want to say she made her drinks. They were amazing. They looked fun. They looked cool. And then at the end, she put something down and then she lit a fire and then it just went up in blaze. It wasn't like, oh my God, it poofed up in the house. But Mika and Brenda were just, oh my God, she's gonna burn down her house. It's arson. No, if you've ever been to a restaurant, they do that. Sometimes they'll do like the fancy dessert and it'll be on fire, but it's not like, oh my God, it's about to set everything on fire. I feel like they were hating on her. When you talk about creativity, talent, and things like that, when you're at the restaurant where they be tossing the food up and stuff like that, and the fire be going, and then they spray that spray on, the fire just blazes up. I feel like that's what she was doing. She was very talented. I feel like she should have placed. She would have been in. Okay, so it would have been Mickey, and then we would do Lovely Love. And so Brenda and Mika chastised Lovely Love, telling her like, "Oh, you should have danced." Do y'all not understand that this woman, she's been very vocal that she has some health issues. Not everybody want to dance. Not everybody want to twerk. Why didn't y'all get up and dance? Why didn't y'all get up and dance? Moving right along. Um, so Lewis comes up. Now, y'all, the protected class. Lewis is a part of the protected class. When he had come on, he had the TV on, and they were like, you got to cut the TV down. He was like, no, I see myself on the TV. And he didn't want to cut that TV off. So somebody was like, you need to cut that TV off. And he was like, okay, I'm going to cut the TV off since they want me to cut the TV off. So he gets into his song and he's singing his song, and he's just so emotional with it. Some people were saying that he looked like ODS. They were saying, oh my God, that's ODS's brother. But I could see a little bit resemblance. I mean, he had a big old forehead. He had some dreads like here, there, everywhere, but yeah, he had a big old forehead. So, he's singing his song and he eventually kneels down to the dog. I'm thinking that he about to get his dog a tongue kiss or something like that. But no, he's singing to the dog. He's all up in the dog's face. He's getting all sensual with the dog. Okay. And I'm just like, oh my goodness, what is going on? So, he finally sings his song. And of course, he's criticized. Rick Reed called him the R word. Um, and he said that he couldn't sing. And, Mika said that she felt sorry for the dog. And dog didn't need to go through that. And I think it was a lot going on. Speaking of a lot going on, so the next person that shows up, guess who? Charlie, aka Roseanne. Allegedly, she has some vocal issues going on, like they all say. But Pizarro was in the chat and she said, no, Charlie, I'm sorry, boo, this ain't it. And Charlie I don't know why didn't y'all just Charlie just y'all let Charlie go on while y'all were on mute laughing. And Charlie tried to say, "Oh, um, I I haven't I haven't been feeling well the last few days, and I'm just now getting my voice back." Girl, you wasn't acting like that when you was singing that song. You wasn't acting. Oh, my voice is gone, honey. You was. I mean, you was into. I mean, she was into it with her big watermelon head. I mean, she was just right there rolling her head, rocking back and forth. I said, "Girl, she gotta stop rocking back and forth." Okay, but anyway, that was her. Um, Once again, like I said, she was claiming her throat problems, and I'm thinking, like, do these people not hear how they sound? But like I said, when those people they be going on American Idol and those shows, I mean, they be dead serious and can't hold a note, you know. But they think that they can sing. All right, so Fly Tie comes up. Fly Tie comes up. I'm gonna be honest, I wasn't really paying attention. I kind of got distracted, so wrote him off. Then guess who shows up, guys? Cassette tape shows up. Child cassette tape shows up. Um, he was lip syncing like he was at a drag show. Okay, he had bad lighting. He had small clothes on because when he went to lift up his arms, like his shirt would like rise up, and like you could see like his black shorts, and then he had on his jeans. Like it's time for you to grow up, cassette tape, for real. You out here going at the elderly and you out here looking like a little kid. Okay. Grow up and get some clothes that fit you. Like you're in a large. You're not in a small no more. Let it go. Get you a large shirt. Get you something that hangs down. Be a what is all that about? Like what is it with the small clothes, the tight clothes and all that? I just But anyhow, he did a bedroom concert while lip syncing. Like he was doing a video shoot or something. And I was just like, this is so tacky. And like his dance moves were off. Like he had no sex appeal to him. And this is my thing. If he was going to be in his bedroom, because I saw his bed when he was angling the camera around, I think maybe he should have been in his robe. You know what I'm saying? Like you got to work with what you got. You know what I'm saying? You got to work with what you got. I would have, if I was him, I would have put on like some sexy lingerie. You know, what the guys be want y'all wear that's sexy. You know, I like my man in his birthday suit, but you know, maybe like a little like a robe and with the silk pants and the little shoes and look manicured up, maybe put some baby oil on you, shine yourself up, do like a little D'Angelo. How does it feel? I mean, I feel like if he would have worked it a certain way, some of these people could have still been in the competition. But he was lip syncing, and a lot of people had an issue with that. And so now we're gonna go on to Sneaky Link. The Sneaky Link. So the Sneaky Link, so she's there. She's got this what do you call those things? It's like the thing that you cut on and you put it on a wall, a projector. So she had her projector on instead of lemon laying up there, and so she says, "Okay, I'm about to do this." Then she walks off, and this is what we see the whole time. So after she walk off and she go up there, this is her whole performance. Then she comes back. Then she says, "Okay, I got this. I guess it was like a presentation that she had up there, and like I said, it was given the protected class talent show." Because where was the talent? Like I wasn't understanding. And then at the end, she was like, "Well, here's a picture." Like it just didn't make sense. It didn't make sense to me, y'all. So I'm gonna move right along. Everyone was confused. You know, she had the projector screen. Like I said, everybody was just watching her back. She had Wi-Fi issues. And people were saying, ma'am, this is not an AI competition. The sneaky link got disqualified. They said, ma'am, this is not no AI competition. This is a talent show. Okay, so on to the next contestant. So the next contestant was Yusuf. Child, Yusuf appeared drunk. He had on his vest that he looked like he just got from the thrift store. No shade to the thrift store because I love me old nasty piece of thrift store. But he wasn't oiled up. He was dry. His lips were dry. He was looking confused, like he had just hit a joint or something. And it was given, I thought he was about to start making drinks. Like I didn't know if he was about to nuck if you buck or like he was looking mad. I mean, baby. I mean, his lips was tight. Honey, he was on one like he was giving Jada Pickett Smith out of damn Set It Off. I need this money. Nate, baby, he looked like he was about to do anything for that $1,175. I mean, I thought that he was just about to get it bucket naked and honey, and just start taking off that vest and really just swirling it around because he was looking all dazed and confused. Like I said, this was the protected class talent show. So he had no sex appeal. Once again, it goes back to the sex appeal because, like I said, if audio cassette tape would have had some type of sex appeal in his room, had like a phone stand, maybe had some candles in the back or something like that, like bring make them want it. Like, make them want it. You see how my lights are going in and out? Like, I'm making y'all want it. I'm making you come in. You get blue, you get green, you get yellow, you get purple, you get pink. Come into my world. Like I'm over here is sensual, right? Y'all see me on screen, y'all like, damn, she look like she having a good time over there. I am. And listen here, if I had some baby oil, I'll oil my body up right now and I'll be glistening. Y'all be telling me to get into the light, get into the light, get into the light. Okay. Oh, this ain't about me. Let me get back up into this. Okay. So of course, the judges had an issue. They said that vest ain't it. Like, girl, that vest, that vest ain't it. So he ended up, what did he do for the first one? He did something for the first one, and then he was like trying to rap a song, but he was lip syncing on the song, and then he lied. Because then the judges were like, were you lip syncing? Because we didn't really get it. Oh no, I wasn't lip syncing. I'm like, what is wrong with these people? You was lip syncing, sir. You was lip syncing. You were. Anywho, moving on. So then we have Legacy. Okay, so Legacy comes up. Once again with another sob story. He sits up there. He gets his microphone in his face. He got his glasses on. I just didn't. What is up with the glasses? Like you up here singing a song, microphone all up in your face. I mean, I don't know how far this can go, y'all. Hold on, let me see. Okay, so microphone all up in your damn face like this, and it's like he just making love to the damn microphone the whole damn time. I mean, he just making love to it, just looking at you in your eye, girl. And he didn't get up. I mean, I was waiting for like a old, like a old school '90s, or I mean, it didn't even got to be all that. Maybe like a Chris Brown, get that mic. You know what I'm saying? Get your sexy on. Pull that shirt off and sing to the ladies. You know what I'm saying? Get up in that camera, get in close. Let me see what you working with. Let me hear them vocals. Let me see your muscles. Let me see something. Because everything else, I mean, sometimes a performance, when you all up and I mean, you got to work the crowd. He was sitting right there like he was Erica Badu or damn, what's her name? Lauryn Hill. You know, Lauryn Hill, but when she's singing her song, like, yeah, that's the time where you just stick at the mic, right? When she's doing her, I mean, it's calling for that. Every song don't call for you to just sit right there and sing. Get up. Show me some, like show me something. So I was a little bit turned off. So of course, like I said, he gave his sad sob story. And then this was the thing that turned me off from him. With the legacy guy, he started off his lyrics with prison. He was like, he feel like he in prison. I'm like, oh my God. Oh. I get so tired of this homoerotic music, like prison. Like, what is so proud about prison? Why not college? Nigga said, I feel like I'm in prison. He lost me right there because I don't want to feel like I'm in prison. I don't want to feel like I'm in prison. And maybe that's why you know what? Um, and so this was another line. He just kept talking about prison. So in another line of his song, he said, beat it up like I'm out of prison. Oh Lord. Oh Lord. Wasn't you beating it up enough in there? But I'm gonna leave that alone. So I mean, I don't know. It's just like prison, 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 prison. Like how much of prison do we have to hear? How much of jail cell? I don't want to hear about it. Okay, so then we're gonna move on. So there's this young lady. She comes on. She says her name is Miss Showbiz. Well, Miss Showbiz looked like she had just smoked some Zaza, and she was just, what I'm saying, she had her little few shots. What I'm saying, and she was feeling very free because her song said, I'm gonna leave my panties at home." She said something about leaving her panties at home. Oh my goodness. Oh God. So I wasn't, yeah, that wasn't, I mean, it was giving me like a sexy red, hey y'all, my coochie stank. It was giving that. She was a little too ratchet for me. She was, I don't know, it was given, I don't know if the wait time did something to these people. I don't know if the wait time did something to these people because it was a long wait time, but yeah, it was a lot. So Miss Showbiz, she didn't even make it. Now, Shawnee, okay. Shawnee, she's a rapper. and the singer. She could do both. Well, she was in her hotel room on her bed, and she was sitting right there, and she seemed like she had some Zaza, and maybe even a few beverages. But her song was "Good Morning, Good Morning, Good Morning," and so that's what I remember. The "Good Morning, Good Morning." Um, I enjoyed her. Now Rick and Mika was hating on her. I feel like they were jealous of her. I feel like she had a nice vibe going. It was, it was something different. I mean, and when I say something different, it was like she wasn't, you know, um, bringing up her body part, and it was just it's nice to hear a young lady rap about something besides her cat or bouncing or twerking and all that. So it was very refreshing. She would have been in one of the top. So then let's see. So Scott Eyes comes in and Pizarro says, "Oh, she's gonna win. She's gonna take it." So Pizarro was banking on her. If Pizarro made a bet tonight, she lost her money because she didn't win first place. Um, so the lady she sang like two songs. I felt like they were great. Um, yeah, so kudos to her. She would have definitely been in one of the top. Then you had Troll Church Foundation, KJ. I guess he's like from the Mo 3 sector. So he came over and trolled. That was nothing. Speaking of the Mo 3 sector, Queen 88 had come by and screamed into the damn microphone. This woman was sitting in her car and she said, "Okay, I'm gonna sing this song for y'all." I'm like, okay. I heard that she can sing and stuff. Baby, she took that microphone, or she had that phone on. She angled that phone, and baby, she just started screaming. She screamed for about 15 to 30 seconds. And the only thing that I could do was drop my phone and plug my ears. That was very disrespectful. Don't do that anymore, Queen 88. We're gonna move right along. So Miss Black comes up, and there's something special about Miss Black, okay? Miss Black, she was well, we're not gonna get into the winners until we get to the end. But Miss Black, I want to point out a fact to you all. Miss Black is Mika's friend. Miss Black is Mika's friend. Lemon knows of Miss Black. Okay, so just throwing it out there. And Lemon, up until this point, he had only given Miss Black compliments, like upstanding compliments. Like, yeah, you did your thing. When it was other people, okay, Lemon, what are your final thoughts? Oh, well, thank you for coming by. I appreciate you. Deuces. But with Miss Black got a warm welcome. Miss Black, you did an amazing job. You did a good job. You did. Mika said, "I told you. I told you. I told you." But what did you tell her? The competition wasn't even over yet. Clock it. So Miss Black goes off. Well, no, let's get into Miss Black because Miss Black didn't do anything spectacular in my eyes. Miss Black sat in her chair the whole time. Miss Black didn't give no outstanding performance. Miss Black had given us a poem or something at the beginning, and then she did a song. But a performance, presentation, Miss Black sat in her chair. All right, so then we have, oh my goodness. So then Voodoo Badu comes. Oh my goodness, looking like somebody's grandpa, okay? That's like still trying to be hip. So Voodoo comes in and he says, well, um, he says something, and then he was like, to the black moms, because I lost a black mom. And I was like, damn, what is going on? So then Voodoo tells the audience to cash app him. Yes. He said he waited a while and still not ready. So he waited all that time backstage. What was he doing? What he was doing was he thought he had a pass. He got up there, hey Lemon, trying to flirt. Lemon is trying to run a business, bitch. And you're like, hold on, wait a minute. I just didn't understand if y'all waited that long. Why weren't y'all ready? You complained about I waited so long, but then you weren't ready. So Voodoo Badu has the same dances, just different beats. Okay. Somebody in the chat said, not again. I hate it. Someone says, well, Pizarro said he making it up as he go. Someone says, I thought he was tired. Is that his look? Same hat, hoodie, and glasses. So it seems like you and Simon have this thing with wearing the you and Simon have this thing with wearing the same thing over and over and over again, like your dances and all that. So Voodoo Badu, I think you really need to take a break from social media. Um, I mean, you're troll food, sweetheart. Moving right along. Now let's speak about this because this is really gonna pull y'all panties in a wedgie. Okay, so this is what happens. So y'all guess who comes by? Ness comes by. So she comes up and she says, yeah, I want to sing a song. And so she's like, so she says, and I am telling you. And then she goes in to cussing Rick Reed out. Man, what was the point? You're not trying to sabotage Lemon's show, but you're trying to sabotage his show. Like you are really grasping for straws. You are very desperate out here. It seems like ever since they took that Pantheon or the Patreon down, you just done lost your damn everlasting marbles. And I saw you over at Passes. I mean, girl, it's like you're a sad case, Ness. But Rick Reed did deliver a message to you, and he said that, um, you don't need to be talking to no parents, right? And then he said that playtime is over. It's time for you to put your big girl panties on, pull them on up, and take care of your responsibility. Ness, you are out of whack, you are unhinged, and you are giving crash out vibes. Like, girl, are you okay? Oh Lord. Okay, so we're gonna move on. Guess who comes up next, y'all? Um, I'll read the comments when I'm done. In just 1 second, y'all. I'm almost done with my commentary. Okay, so guess who comes up next? Noble comes up. He stops the show, asking people can they hear him. Then he going on mute. Then he comes on here and tell us or tell them, my family was here. They were gonna contribute. We were going to do a performance, and it was all drunk talk. Um, to say the least, he was trying to rap. I mean, he was just all over the place. He said he had lost his flow. I feel like he lost more than his flow. Okay. Um, he said he don't want no girlfriend. He needs him some latex. When he said that, the only thing I could think about was Tracy going up in his rear end. Some of y'all just need to read the room. I'm trying to tell you, like some of y'all, please read the room, baby. Whoa, hold on, y'all. The house is shaking. I mean, not the house is shaking. Like I feel wind. Well, not. I don't feel the wind. I hear the wind. Okay, let me get through this commentary. All right, so let's get into it. So Noble was dismissed because he got argumentative, just like Tracy. Like I said, they were all child. This was the protected class talent show. Okay. Um, so Stunna Cartier had come up. Read the rules. They said that if you're coming up, come on camera. He decided that he wasn't gonna come on camera, but he was still gonna, do his thing. I don't know. I just so he got crossed off. Then Vic Damone had come up and he was rapping in his kitchen. Baby, he was in there rapping in that kitchen, honey. He was back in the 90s, honey. When I tell you Vic Damone had come through, he said, "Oh yeah, it's a talent show over here." All right. So baby, when I tell y'all, I don't know what got him all cranked up. I don't know if he had him old nasty piece of cocktail or if he had him a drink. But baby, when I tell you that man was all up in that camera, baby, that man was all up in that camera, honey. That man was all up in that camera, honey. Yeah, that man was all up in that camera, honey. Yes. And honey, he was doing his thing. He was rapping his rap. Baby, he was the 1990 child. Guess what? It was a no-go. It was definitely a no-go. Definitely a no-go. So they sent him packing, child. They said, baby, that's the song that he wrote in like 1989. You got to come up with the times, Vic. You got to rewrite something that's gonna match this day and age. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you was in a bar, if you was at the karaoke or at old school night, I'm pretty sure they would have been feeling it. Okay, get into it. Oh Jesus. Okay, so y'all, guess who comes up next? Guess who comes up next? You guessed it. It was Shamar. So Shamar ended up coming up. I just didn't understand it. So he comes up, he's got his fan, he's got these things on the wall, and he's sitting there, he's singing a song, or he's got like a recording playing back to him. Like it was just, I don't know, it was confusing to me. Long story short, it was boring. It was supposed to be a parody of Hustle and Flow, but it was boring, it was lame, it was a waste of time. And I don't know, it just wasn't entertaining to me. All right, so let's get into this. So we are done with all the contestants. Now they said there was 33 people that joined in, right? So I'm gonna count one, uh, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. So it was only 28 contestants. So it was only 28 contestants. They were saying that it was like 32 or something like that. Um okay, so the third place winner was Sky Eyes, and she got $352. So Sky Eyes was the lady that had sang the both gospel songs in her vehicle. The second place was Miss Black. And remember I said y'all keep a mental note about Miss Black because Miss Black and what's her name? Mika, they know each other. So in my mind, in my eyes, they didn't want the public to vote because Miss Black wouldn't have got that money. Because it was supposed to be the judges pick one and two, and then the audience was gonna pick the third person. Clock it. So the first runner up or the winner was Goat Smoke, and that was the guy. I feel like he didn't really do much, but what I did notice is Goat, he is floating to panel. So I think it's one of Mika's and Lemon's and friend. They are trying to float in and transition into the beef sector. I don't know the man. I don't even know if he's from this sector, but that's just kind of what I got from it. Oh no, I'm supposed to have me another show. Okay, so let me get into y'all's comments. All right. All right, let's get into it. You said, wow, why aren't you laid up with your husband? Bitch, why don't you have a husband? Like, where's your man? Loving your bra and pajamas. Why does it matter, Lady Dimples? Wishing everyone a big, beautiful life. Hey, Hypnotic Touch. Good to see you. Real Mama Phoebe said, hey, Tulsa, I just woke up. Who won? So it was Goat Smoke who won first place. Miss Black won second place, and Sky Eyes won third place. And Sky Eyes, she's usually over there on Pizarro's. So she's a member and a supporter over there. Here she came, Lady Dimples. He said, I don't know the people who won names by heart. It was my first time seeing the winners. Yes. Okay, so I probably don't know them either. Hypnotic did Ness perform. She can make people laugh. Ness had went over there and did the most. Her mama Fifi, she went up, sang, and then went off on Rick Reed and reciprocated. And he reciprocated. Thank you so much, babe. I appreciate you. So here, I'll drop the link just in case anybody wants to come up if you all seen the live. Oh, it was an hour that I did that. Okay, cool. I do have another show set as well. So if y'all want to come up, if you saw the competition, if you saw the talent show, if you want to give your thoughts on it, I'll go ahead and open up the floor for you right now. But I don't want to be long because I want to come back. I planned on doing two more shows. So I'm gonna be so the shows that I'm gonna do, actually let me push this time back because I do need to take me like a 10-minute break. I need to make me some coffee. So I can deliver this news. But the next story that I will be covering is going to be Kanye crashing Diddy's court date. And I think I'm going to put that for, oh, let's do that for 4 o'clock. I want to just be able to have time to get myself settled. But I'm coming back to back with lives. So if y'all could just bear with me. You enjoyed the talent show? I did too. I enjoyed reviewing it, child. It was a few times where I had to just step away because Honey had me over here. Oh, baby, I need this. Oh, honey, I need that. So I was like running around making sure he was straight. Um, yeah, so everybody's good. It's the weekend. Happy Father's Day out there to the fathers. Yes, 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 yes. Let me see. Okay. Yeah, happy Father's Day to all the fathers. And to all my royals, tell your husbands we here at the royal family said Happy Father's Day. It got me through my road trip. Yes, and you know what? It was interesting because it was like, okay, now I have me something to review. So yes, I want you guys to come back. I will be covering the Diddy, some of the Diddy information. I'm gonna be digging back. I'm gonna be pulling out the facts. Everybody keep Miss Wendy Williams lifted up in prayer. Free Wendy, and if we can use the hashtag Free Wendy until uh, Free Wendy. Oh damn. Oh, Free Wendy until it's backwards, or however they say it. However they say it. He said, I did not know Roll and Ness were ops. Are they? Tell your hubby I said happy birthday day. It's Father's Day. His birthday isn't until 14 days. His birthday is in 14 days. And my birthday is in 21 because we're 7 days apart. Me and my husband is 7 days apart. 7 days, baby. All right, y'all. I love y'all. And I will see y'all here in a minute. I know they was looking for me to come to the talent show to show my talent, but I decided not to. No, ma'am, not doing it. Mm-mm. I said, no, ma'am, I'm not giving up my talent, honey. If I would be doing a talent, it's going to be a talent show for my members only. Okay. It's going to be a members only. And I was thinking about doing that. So, my members, actually, I'm going to put some information up here soon. Let's see. Oh, hey, my Instagram family. Yes. Yes. Oh, you remember my birthday? That's your birthday? Do we have the same birthday, Hypnotic? Girl, I'm verbal texting. Oh, okay. Do you have the same birthday as me? Oh, so we birthday twins. Let me find out. Okay. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we birthday twins. Oh my goodness. So listen, yeah. Listen, Hypnotic, now that I know that your birthday is on my birthday, well, we share the same birthday. I want to do. I want, of course, I want to do something online because I don't party or nothing like that. So I'll do something online, and if I got a few bucks on my Cash App, I'll send you a few dollars. You know what I'm saying? Just to show us some support. Um, but yeah, okay, y'all. Let me get off of here. Let me make my coffee and stuff, and I'll come back live with y'all. If y'all are just now coming in here, oh, Lady Dimples just showed up. Okay, hold on, y'all. Hi, sister.
Girl, I can't hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
So why can't I hear you?
Oh no. Do you need to turn your volume up?
Something's wrong with your sound, girl.
My
Can
sound?
y'all hear her chat? Can y'all hear me? Hypnotic touch, Mama Titi. Can y'all let me know if y'all can hear me? Because I can't hear Tulsa.
I can hear Dimples. Can y'all hear Dimples?
Hello.
Can you
Amen
hear me?
pause. Maybe y'all can't hear me. Is it
No, we
me?
can't hear you. Dimples, you're muffled.
I'm muffled.
Yeah. Your sound is clear, Tulsa. Okay.
You
Can
can
you
hear
hear me?
both.
Your
Maybe it's me. Hold on.
let me see. Okay. So y'all can hear me perfect. It's just her. I think this she probably got a headphone on. All right. Not really sure, Lady Dimples, but I'm gonna come live again. Yeah, I'm gonna come live again. So we'll just catch you on the next go round. But listen here, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank y'all so much for coming out tonight. We had Lady Dimples, but she has some audio issues. Um, yeah, it seemed like something. Yeah. All right, but she was having audio issues. Oh, here she is.
Hey
Hey,
girl, is my sound
that's
better?
way better. Yeah, you were
Yeah, I
sounding
can hear.
muffled at
Yeah,
first.
what's going on, girl? Who's that girl in your upright corner? Who's that image in your upright corner?
Are you talking about Yusuf?
No, the person with their hand under their chin. Are they on
Oh,
your
that's
wall?
my best friend. That's my sister. That's my best friend.
Is she with us still?
No, yeah, well, in spirit, yeah.
Yeah, I got you, baby.
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
That's
honey.
my bestie. She's always got my back. That's my best friend.
So
We,
why is you live in your bra and panties?
I'm not laughing my bra and panties. I'm in my PJs. I got on
That's
some pants.
salacious tuck.
No, I got
So
on some pants
why you not laid up with that fine white man?
because I put him to sleep, sweetheart.
Oh, I heard you was talking about sucking dick earlier today.
Listen, I had to make sure I had to do what I had to do, but he's asleep.
Oh, I would be up under that man, honey. I wish I had me a man to lay up with. I'm a big old lonely bitch, honey.
Well, the kids are gone, so
Oh,
yeah, they're gone. So it's
oh,
like now I'm a little bit more free around the house because like if my kids are here, like no,
uh-huh. Oh, that's so cute.
yeah. So we got the house to
So what you
ourselves.
talking about? So you talking about the talent no show, honey? I can't, honey. What was your highlights, honey?
Oh well, my highlights was who was well it was Miss Black. So Miss Black, Mika knew Miss Black, and Miss Black
Yeah.
won second place.
Was it Mika Miss Black, or was it? I heard it was
Brenda,
Brenda.
they both
They
knew her.
both. Oh, so it was a setup, girl.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because people were saying that was Brenda's
Niece.
niece or something, but Brenda said it wasn't. But she did say she knew her, and now you saying the other person knew her. But baby, I'm ready for Tracy to let out and rip their asses. Now I know Tracy's definitely going to drag Asian Little, binary, no code, but I think she's going to drag Lemon too because she was hinting, but I don't know because my commentary that Lemon was giving to her too much concessions because
Mhm.
she's the reason why the time was expanded from 5 minutes to 7 minutes due to her. I guess they said she was praise dancing. I don't know.
She was. Like, she had started off with a song, and she was like, she wanted to sing a song to her mom. Well, she was singing.
Oh, that's what LSA was talking about.
Yeah. So she
Oh,
started singing the song. I guess it was like to her mom, and then her mom was supposed to sing a song to her, and then that's when she was doing the praise dance with the butterfly wings and twerking.
and the lights, and I heard they LSA said it looked like sheets with some damn light on it. I don't know. I haven't seen it because that no red ball had me fucked up. And and at first she said she wanted to be the first one, which was a setup to me because everybody knows the first one never wins. So I don't know why Tracy wanted to be the first one. But she wanted to be the first one, and I love Tracy, and she dragged me, but she wanted to be the first one, and then he also had changed the date because of her, because I guess the original date was going to coincide with her coochication um thing, and then he expanded the time from 5 minutes to 7 minutes for her, and then she was mad about the sound, but honey, that should have been on you. And she did the dry run the day before, whatever, and her sound was horrible. And they was lying to her then. Like her sound was horrible then. So I don't know. But it was too many goddamn contestants for my liking. They should have cut it off before because I heard the backstage was getting up, but Lemon wanted to keep it on. It was just too damn long. The judges.
Well, Shish Trish wasn't even able to join in.
Oh, Sis Trish was going to perform?
She was gonna get up there, but so Yusuf got up there. Were you there when Yusuf was there?
Mm-hmm.
How did you think Yusuf did?
Yusuf was Yusuf. He wore that. I don't know how many times I've seen that vest. And he was over on Jay Wilson's talking about he's musty. I like a little must, honey. I like a little man scent. Honestly, that's why I really can't get with white men or other cultures because they don't get the must that a black person does. You know, that's an aphrodisiac or pheromones. But anyway, I've seen that vest that Yusuf wears several times, but he said that's his lucky vest. But Yusuf was Yusuf, but I mean, Yusuf feels as though he was slighted. Do I feel as though he was slighted? No, because it was some damn good talent. And like I thought Shamar should have, although I don't see it for Shamar, because Shamar trying to steal my man. Well, he stole my man because Shakim is into him and he's not into me. But I thought Shamar should have definitely placed, but he didn't. So I don't know.
No.
What you
Well, with Shamar's performance, I was a little lost at first because he had like something in his stomach, like I don't know, it was weird. It was like it was something in his chest or
well,
something.
I'm a singer and I was taught regardless of what face you look, what stance you look, just get the note out. Don't care about what you look like. So that's what I was thinking, that he was just trying to get them notes out. So no matter how crazy you look, just get that note out. And that's what I thought.
All right. So let me do you want me to go through the people that went through the talent show and then you can
I
tell me
well,
what you think
I
about
didn't know because the way with that no red ball, I just didn't see enough people, and I was over on Shakim's, and I was trying to toggle from device to device. I missed so much. Like I heard Queen
it? Did you see
88.
Voodoo?
Ugh, did I see Voodoo? I mean,
What are your thoughts on him?
I didn't have to see Voodoo because it was the same exact damn thing that he's done in every other competition. I mean, I like the Voodoo, but he didn't do nothing different, and the judges clocked it. So he did the same damn thing, but he did it for the sector. Let me drink on that.
Okay. So how did you feel about Ness going up?
Well, them judges did need some humble pie. I mean, did it have to come from Ness? No, but somebody had to tell him. And I definitely don't see it for that tricky read. So anytime somebody hands him his ass, because he thinks that his ass don't stink and that he is the cat's meow and that he is just everything. So I'm here for anytime somebody can get him out his body. And that's what Nessa did. So although she's a base or junkie ass bitch and I don't fuck with, but I thoroughly enjoyed it. Anytime Rick Reed gets sunned and G checked. Let me drink on that.
All right now while you're drinking on that, how do you feel about Noble coming up?
Well, from what I understand about Noble, Noble said he was backstage waiting for hours and it was a long show. Noble was, I guess, getting coop cat or had other plans. And he must have had people that was going to support him. And it just took too long. So his performance wasn't but I do like that he still showed up. He still delivered. I don't understand the whole be on camera thing because Doyle the two hosts were not on camera. The two hosts didn't even want to give us a decent picture of their face and their attributes. That is Asian Little, aka Binary No Code, and Lemon. So they were both off camera. I don't think they turned their camera on at all. At least Binary did update a full face picture, but clearly he ain't nothing to look like. So he should have just kept as that brown dot because that's all he is a shit stained smack face looking bitch. But yeah, why are you going to penalize Noble? Because Noble has been on camera a lot of times, but apparently Noble was at the bando and was getting him some cool cat, and they were running behind. And then people said that Noble's rap. Now I didn't listen. Now I was surprised that Noble was rapping because we didn't know. So I was impressed about that. The fact that he could either do like timing and do that. So I was kudos. But people said Noble's rap was basically about masturbation. Now I didn't listen
It
that
was about
hard.
latex. He said he need him some latex.
Wait a
Now,
wait a
when you
minute.
talk
So
about
he masturbates with latex? I gotta go back and
you
listen
know
to
what?
what he said because people said it was about masturbation. Now I did hear in prison they like to jerk off in a bag and a lubricant, and that feels like a ussy. I don't know, but maybe
Well,
he likes
no.
jerking off in a condom. I don't know
Let's take it
because if
another step. Have
I
you've heard of like the latex, you get in latex?
mm-hmm.
You think maybe he's into that?
I don't know. I gotta go back and listen because people say about masturbation, which hey, I'm all about getting your nut out, honey. So I don't know. I gotta go listen. But either way, it was team too motherfucking much. And don't ask no bitch something or require them for something that you're not willing to do. Cause we already know Lemon ain't gonna cam up and show them goddamn rotten teeth and that yuck mouth. That's what the fuck he should have spent that
Oh, wait a
$2,000 on.
minute, Lady
He should have
Dimples.
hold up, I'm reading.
Okay.
He should have spent that $2,000 on getting that motherfucking yuck mouth fixed instead of flexing like a dumbass and spending that goddamn money. I bet you if Mama Lemon knew you were tricking off that money like that, she would have a fucking conniption, bitch. Because you should have got them fucking teeth fixed and that goddamn dilapidated hairline that we know you got. And Asian Little shouldn't have been able to spending all his motherfucking time over there because time equals money, and you should have been spending it with Ming Ling and the goddamn children. But you was over there sucking off little Lemonetta over on that goddamn talent no show, the minstrel show. Uh-huh. What you guys say, boo?
Oh, I mean, maybe the way you just woke that up.
Mm.
Maybe the way you just woke that up. But I was gonna say, do you
What you say?
think, being that what's that dude's name that was over there? Not Eli, but the other Michael.
MJ?
Yes. Do you think that Lemon is smoking that stuff with him?
Well, that's what LSA was
Hey,
saying.
Nurse Queen.
Lemon was in an oddly good mood and that he must have been laid up. Now, I'm going to say, and people brought up, because I brought this up at Shakim's. People said it, and I have to agree, that MJ is scared of Lemon. So he's not going to willingly go over there. But Eli sounds like he's endearing and that he likes him at some level. Um, and can be
Mm.
brought or persuaded due to his addiction issues. So I think it's more so Eli that was over there. And that's why Lemon ended up calling Eli to substantiate whatever narrative he wanted to paint at the time because he knew that Eli was with the shits, pun intended.
Oh, Nurse Gay says, I don't think he's on rugs, but he probably got a piece of ass.
Ooh! What was that
Nurse Gay,
term?
you want to come up
What
here
was
and
that
give us
term?
some
I never
true
heard
love?
that term, boo. What was the term? Go back. Go back. She said
Uh,
he got a what?
hold on. Hold on.
I
It went
never heard
fast.
that term. Oh, a piece of ass. Oh, well, maybe. I don't know. But LSA that when the clip when he had that man in there, which I think is the same person, that he's trying to call. I think I don't know what he trying to call, but I think it's all the same person. But yeah, it sounds like Eli is very, very person that just name your price and will, get
We'll get
down.
it together.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I call. But MJ is definitely intimidated and scared. That's why he braced himself with a bottle and had that. Although he'll still interact with Lemon on a certain level because Lemon must dominate and be a terror, but that's why he'll like sneak, throw stuff, and run away and shit like that. So it's definitely something there. hmm And Lemon get mad at me, but like Lemon, I fuck with you, but Lemon, um, you don't need to be dominating and violating these men like that and doing this predatory behavior. So you can get mad all you want, but we heard what the fuck we heard.
Oh, y'all. Oh, hold on. Lady Dibble. So Nurse K says, I heard that his mama is tired of the loud talk. That's why he has to be outside now.
Makes sense. That
Well, you
makes
know what?
sense.
The neighbor had come over and had checked him. She said, you a little too loud. I don't get up
Yes,
until
she
12.
did. Yes, she did. She said she ain't had no kids and he too loud in the mornings and he was in there. And I know because I live in an apartment myself and I know how these walls are. But my neighbors better not because I hear that goddamn crying ass baby run up and down the hallway all fucking day and crying. So if you report me, I report your dumb ass. Cause I don't say nothing. But I'll be wondering if they report me. So I know what it's like to live in an apartment with thin walls. I know.
He said yesterday. Okay. So
Yeah,
listen, let me ask
yeah,
you
no,
this.
she's not lying. I heard it.
You heard it too.
hmm
So how did you feel about cassette tape coming up and joining the talent show and didn't win?
Well, he's going to be crying about that for a while. But as talented as he is, he's stupid because why did he get up there basically thinking he was going to do a VH1 video and lip sync? Like he could have at least heard something, but he was doing the little stupid movements like he was in a music video, and it was a no bueno. And I'm glad that the judges held him accountable, and that the love affair that him and Lemon have did not supersede that. But he's going to be crying about it. But I also blame the judges and Lemon for not clearly defining the rules and the expectations beforehand. So I don't know.
Well, Nurse K said, I don't feel him. I'm a mute. Yeah, lip syncing, honey. He was up there lip syncing
He lip synced for his life, honey. Yes, he
yeah,
did.
like he was at a drag show, honey.
Yes, he did. And
Yes. Now,
and I was looking for the dick print. I don't see no dick print from him. And them skinny niggas usually have big dicks. You think he got a big dick?
you know what? Not all brothers are blessed.
No, because I'm not. But you are.
All right. Now, did you see what's that lady's name? Did you see that lady crawling up under that tree?
You know what? I heard that she did something, but Miss Virginia is a weird person, and I only seen the thumbnail, and I heard that people said she was weird, and I did talk to her after the fact that Shakim's basically she was
Yeah.
glad that she lost some weight and that she was able to do it, but Miss Virginia is a weird one. She definitely is a weird one. So
Oh yeah, there she is right there up under the chair.
I like Miss. Yeah, I seen your thumbnail. That's what gave me the visual. That's what gave me the visual because I couldn't understand. I heard her talk about crawling in small spaces and all that, but I could not visualize what it was until I saw it. Because once again, that red ball had me fucked up, and I wasn't going back to watch. But
Well, listen,
yeah,
that's not the only thing that you have to watch. She gonna wiggle her little crusty toes in front of the camera.
I mean, And there's certain people that would not shock you. Like even if Chop Rap Sheffy tried to do something that would shock me. Although I know she couldn't fit underneath that chair, but Miss Regina is a weird one because I didn't seen her go live and she shaved her whole head. So Miss Regina is known to do anything. Okay, so.
Yes.
Mhm.
Hey,
Hey. Oh my goodness. Hey, Nurse K, how you doing, boo?
Hey,
hey,
Nurse K, baby.
hey.
What's the tea? Did you watch the show, the protected class talent show?
I didn't watch it. Actually, I'm really not. So, I'm just not feeling some people right now. To be
Oh
honest,
wow.
Well, air it out, honey. You ain't
Yeah.
one to hold back. Come
This is
on.
a safe place.
no, it's nothing. It's nothing new. It's just a lot of stuff that. Well, I just found out some stuff that may be older, certain people or whatever. So, um, I'm not down with anybody playing in anybody that I fuck with face. You know what I'm saying? Especially real close.
Yeah.
I don't fuck with none of that, and I just found out about it. So, I didn't. I had to stay away.
So who playing in who face?
Well, I just recently found out how because and this is not gonna be content again, because if it is, then I'm gonna have to do what I gotta do. But I found out how Lesbie's story came out. Somebody made it content
What do you mean about her violation?
about what happened. It was talked about somewhere, and then Binary made it content. I heard.
Oh,
Oh no.
not Asian Little.
That's what I heard. That's what I heard.
Ooh,
So, well, it was a discussion that was had or whatever, when my life had ended, and because she had never told me that, but I found out about it, so I'm definitely not fucking with it.
Oh wow.
well, he's definitely and definitely considering his
And
predatory.
then that was the topic for the rest of for the whole
What?
show. I heard. I don't know. I get it was a while ago
I
or whatever like
believe
that.
it, but it don't matter. It shouldn't have happened.
Yeah, I don't appreciate that it didn't, especially when these weird motherfuckers coddling this weird shit that's going on around here, and then motherfuckers troll people, but then they don't like to be trolled around this bitch.
Mm,
I got a problem with it.
mm,
And then people think they gonna smile in my motherfucking face like I'm slow.
mm. And my sister Tulsa done went through violation and shit. That ain't something to be taken lightly and made content of.
No, I
It's
never
just the
knew
whole
how.
supporting people and shit like that. I didn't have a problem with nobody, but I just don't like how people take people's situations or what they've been through and make it content involuntarily or whatever the fuck. I don't appreciate that, and I don't respect it at all. And it's real hard for me to sit there and act like I do. I can't. I can't.
I'm shocked, but
I'm just
I'm
sitting back and
shocked
watching
without
all
ever.
of this shit because I think that a lot of this shit that's going on, these males are working some motherfucking together. You can't tell me no different.
I've been saying that. I've been saying that
It
these
makes
dudes,
sense. It
they
makes
are going
sense.
to make. Listen here, when we talk about this competition, there was several women over there that had talent and stuff like that, but a man won.
I don't want to hear. And then honestly, even with these bitches, I don't want to hear none of these bitches. Like these bitches be up here saying all this shit like they just gonna do this and that. And then when it's time to, motherfuckers don't do that. Motherfuckers don't stand on shit. And I'm sorry for cussing. I'm just a little irritated. You know what I'm saying? With just YouTube really all together, to be honest, with these sectors and shit like that. I don't like none of that shit. I don't like it.
Child.
I can't. I'm just gonna
Blown.
stand up for
My mind
nobody.
is so
They try
blown.
to talk about how well he do this or he do that, but then you go right back under this motherfucker and you let him do it 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times. But ain't nobody that disrespected Les B gonna play in my motherfucking face and they don't feel it. They don't feel me. That's how I feel. At least they gonna feel me.
So was did he recently bring this conversation up?
No, he hadn't brought the conversation up at all. I just found out
Because
about
that's
it
how
because
women
when
know.
the live was ended, the live was done. My live was done, and then it was a conversation on the back end with like myself and 3 other people, and I was just that came up or whatever, and I was just like, what? Oh.
So what y'all think is going on?
People play running plays together for content. Like I've been said that months ago. Look, and then look at it. Just look at it. Just look at it. Just look around. I don't feel bad for nobody that call themselves a victim of anything that he say, that Fruit Loop say, and turn around and go run back and sit in his lap. I don't give a fuck about none of them. And it's not even his fault.
But I was saying it's like some people they enjoy it. This gets them off. And some,
To me, he's a predator,
It's the
and
clout chasing.
he knows how to, if he, okay, I think one time somebody said that they had a machine, or they had some kind of device that could pull up any live or whatever, right? Then they say they went around before studying people, right? That's what they said. I'm just going by what they said. Then all of a sudden you pop up. But he lied the other day, like me and him had been knowing each other for a year or so, or years or some shit like that. When I only knew him when I came into this lemon situation. I don't know what made the weird motherfucker lie.
now when you say him, are you talking about binary?
I'm talking about Resto.
Oh, oh, whoa.
I don't think none of them really fell out. And the only reason why I respect Resto a little bit more than Lemon is because Resto apologized, or came out here and apologized for whatever happened in the Discord. But they made it seem like for months that I was lying about.
Wow.
All of this
So
shit weird to me. Cause
yeah.
he always pop up and he'll say, "Oh, I just woke up." Even with the whole QI resto mail, all that type of shit, all of that shit is weird to me in itself too. Because I know for a fact that QI wasn't lying about everything she said. And then for him to still go to bat so hard for this bitch who put him in a negative light, meaning Izzy, he said that's his comrade and he's gonna, no matter what, stick up for her. But she's the one that told Lemon that you was taking her money and shit. Or you used her money to pay for the room and shit. But you mad at Mel. You a manager of males, and both of y'all get less than 100 people in y'all chat. And I'm not excusing her ass either, because anything racist, I ain't fucking with it either. I'm sorry. But she's not, she was forced, I believe, to say certain things. Like they said, there was a phone call that was made against Mel to the police, but what if somebody already has the recording and Mel ain't on the call? It was somebody else.
But didn't he go away for a while because he was under an investigation?
So has anyone, that's he said he was detained for 2 months. Now, does it? Okay, so how the military works? Can they just detain somebody for 2 months based off of an allegation?
Oh, I'm not a service member. I couldn't even tell you.
But does that sound right?
Um,
Can they just hold you based off of but based off an allegation without investigating or whatever first? If you were in the military and I just went to somebody and said, "Hey, they did this," they gonna believe my word? Does it sound right?
well, that can be tricky because when you talk about SA and things like that, he would have been in jail.
I don't think that I don't think well what was said. I don't think it was the whole SA situation. I don't think that was that. I don't know. But I'm going based off of what he told me on my live, Tulsa. I was asking certain questions and I didn't say certain things, and I still held back off the simple fact I told him I was gonna get off his ass because he apologized. But it's a lot of shit I know. Like I told him to delete his damn YouTube page with his name on it. I'm a nosy motherfucker that got a lot of time.
So how does Let's Be Honest want to move forward?
I mean, she just, you know what I'm saying? She said, I told her how I felt. I told her what I wanted to do. You know what I'm saying? It's only one person that I mean, she feel, you know what I'm saying? She ain't fucking with it or whatever, but she always go, the let God handle it, the karma thing. My thing is, I step on a motherfucker on this app and I ain't got to do nothing. 'Cause I be letting people make it all the time. All the time. People don't know community guidelines. And even if you try to hide that shit in some membership shit, people can get memberships all the fucking time. That's what people don't understand. People be on this bitch because some of them need it. And ain't no wrong with the people that need it. But I'm talking about these motherfuckers who fuck with people. I'm talking about them type of people.
Right. Oh, child, that was a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot it's a weird ass circle going on. You know what I'm saying? I don't respect none of this shit. I don't respect none of it. I don't respect none of it. That's why when certain people come out now and they want to tell their truth about what happened in the Discord and shit, I don't want to hear none of it. Because these hoes was on mute when we was telling the truth. They didn't say shit. I guess they think they special. Coming in as they 4, 5, 6, and 7, like I said. They ain't.
Yeah, I thought Lemon and well, I haven't seen Resto in a little
Well, they're
while.
not talking right now, according to them. According to Resto, they're not talking. They're not cool. I don't believe none of them no more because my thing is I know what I heard people say their intent was. I don't trust none of them no more. Certain things are put out here and I don't like how to even certain like I don't respect a man that always feel like he got to come behind a woman, come after a woman. I don't like that shit. Or a certain type of women. Like my thing is with Lemon. He caught himself trying to put me and Shakim out there, right? How,
Like, put y'all out there
like
how?
as far as in me talking to a woman, he tried to quote unquote do his big one,
Oh yeah. Uh-huh.
but he didn't do his big one, and that's why I will forever feel like I can't be on his ass because he's bisexual, but he talk about the people, he talk about us, but then he can't even tell himself that he gay.
Do you think that Let's Be Honest would be willing to have a conversation and just really let
No,
it
there are
out?
no conversations left to be had. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, what is there to talk about? We don't give a fuck about. At the end of the day, God bless you, but stay your bitch ass over there. That's how we feel. You know what I'm saying? But if I want to talk about him, I can, and I don't give a fuck if these memified ass bitches, these trolls, because the beans and the shits and shit like that, they be under these troll pages. I dox troll pages too, so I be knowing shit. I said, I don't have to put words around certain shit and say, well, I don't do this, I don't do that. I mean, if you look up anybody information and you put it out here, what are you? A doxer. I fuck with doxers. That's just, I mean, it wasn't intent, but that's how it is.
So, do y'all have any information? I mean, like, well, I don't even know this. So, do y'all have some information on limit or binary?
I haven't looked binary. I haven't looked up binary. I haven't. I really haven't even dug into lemonades like I wanted to. Because I felt like, okay, you know what I'm saying? I'm a chill because when I wanted to mash the gas on his ass, you know what I'm saying? I had to talk with Les B. And I chilled. Because at the end of the day, I try to, no matter how I feel or no matter what go on this app, at the end of the day, I have a conscience still. And then, lesbian, like I said, she's big on letting God handle stuff. So, I have to sometimes I just fall back with shit. Because
Yeah.
remember they tried to lie, well, with the seal records. He does have seal records. That's facts.
So, lemon has sealed records and audio has sealed records.
Oh, I don't know about audio.
Audio said that it was sealed.
But these mammies be sitting up there trying to tell me I'm lying or I'm wrong. But we was all in one Discord talking about his ass together.
What was y'all saying about him?
I mean, shit, he wrong, he fake, all that type of shit. I could show, like I could show you. I showed Dimples before.
You think that that was maybe their tactic to kind of get something on the ladies that they wanted out of the circle?
But there was nothing to get because I started cussing his ass out when he started playing in me and Lesbie's face. And that was done in the back before it ever came to the front. So if like I said, if I mess with you, you gonna know how I feel before the public know. Cause I didn't spill my shit out into the streets. He did. But I most definitely handled his ass on the back end.
So, are you ever going to be cool with these people ever again? Or
No,
let it go?
no, absolutely not. God couldn't make me be cool with these people again. You can have peace with it and move on from it, but fucking with a snake, multiple, no. It's not only one person that they lied on; it's multiple people that they do wrong, just for what content or for narratives or because people want to feel like they belong places. That's not right at all.
I know that's right. Well, listen, let lesbianists know that we send prayers up for her and
She,
we
she
wish
she's fine, you know what I'm saying? And if anybody ever say anything or or about her or want me to tell her something, I always do. But she not messed up about it. I was just listening to some stuff on the YouTube streets, whatever, and I just said that and that shit just pissed me off because what kind of shit is that? Anybody you use for content, that shit whack. Talk about yourself and use that shit for content. You know what I'm saying? Like, there are people that deal with real shit that people joke about on this bitch every day that ain't funny.
yeah, that's why I just kind of pulled myself back. That's why I'm just doing my reviews. I'm not really getting into the mess. I'll look at it, I'll review it, and I'll keep it pushing. But I'm gonna wrap up here. I wanted to come back and do my P. Diddy story, but I haven't even made my coffee yet. I didn't think nobody was
I
gonna tell me.
appreciate you. I appreciate you, so I always want to tell you that. I appreciate you, and it's a couple other people that I appreciate that I've told. But I appreciate you because I remember when the stuff was going on, and I remember you were genuinely, you know what I'm saying, genuinely concerned, genuinely concerned about me and lesbian shit like this. So I just wanted to tell you personally that I appreciate that.
Oh, you're welcome. I want to see everybody do good. I want to see everybody be in good spaces, be in happy relationships, live the best life that you can possibly can.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm gonna drop down. Thank you.
All right, well. All right, y'all. I'm gonna come back here in a little bit. I need to make me some coffee so I can stay up just a little bit longer because I wanted to get these two shows out of the way. Um, that the Freak Off, the Family Matters with 50 Cent, he trolling Diddy, and there was another story that I had going on. But listen, I'm gonna drop y'all off in Queen City, and I'll catch y'all on the rebound. See you in a minute.